Welcome to Iowa City Lawn Love, a series dedicated to showcasing Iowa City's passion for unique yards. This episode is going to focus on food production featuring two friends.
I have only shade where I am, and Sara has only sun.
This spot of the yard wasn't always sunny.
A tree came down during derecho. It took out this whole portion of the fence. I tried to do something pretty, but it was pretty ghastly a few years ago. And then Thomas got involved to help beautify the scene.
When Thomas approached Sara about planting a garden, he envisioned a less traditional approach.
Sure, it's like the city right-of-way, but it's part of your yard and everybody's yard, and it's part of the public space and shared space.
While there are rules in place regarding the right-of-way, it's not a space that's off-limits for plants and vegetables.
With the right-of-way, we have to be careful that we're maintaining the sight distance along the road, and then we're also making sure that the plantings in the right-of-way aren't encroaching onto the sidewalk. So we're asking people to maintain a buffer between the sidewalk and the planting area, and then additionally between the street and that planting area. We're looking for a 1-foot buffer with nothing over 10 inches tall planted in that area. And the remaining area, we're allowing up to a 4-foot tall plant in that area. So with a 4-foot allowance, you can have even tomatoes planted in there, and they're not encroaching on anything and not causing any sight distance issues.
Following these guidelines, Thomas and Sara sought a better use for this space.
Lawns are, I think, the #1 irrigated crop in the United States, which is insane. And it takes a lot of work to mow grass and weed eat. If you have experience gardening, it's no less work than having a lawn.
And so they planted a lot.
Potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, onions, collard greens and kale, beets, a variety called Pennsylvania crookneck.
This is a prize squash.
They're monsters.
There's so many different rewards to growing your own food.
I don't use any chemicals or anything, so it's nice to also really know how the food was raised. And then it's it didn't come from the Central Valley of California. It feels good to eat salad that came from Church Street instead of from the San Joaquin Valley.
Everybody walking by, they're curious. There is a sense of wonder among the community. Whether they want to eat the food or just kind of look at the flowers lovingly, there is a certain magic to how big these sunflowers have grown or how massive these squashes are, or I get questions like, when are the tomatoes gonna pop? And that's actually what I'm excited for most, I think.
My daughter helped me plant a lot of the stuff, and we come over and pick things together. I think that's a great lesson for her.
No matter who gets the praise,
that's the funny story, is I take credit. People walk by and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. Take whatever you please. But the truth is that it's Thomas who handles all of it. He lovingly will call me the Dirt Lord, and I call him my Dirt Liege.
these friends are both reaping the rewards.
Oh, there you go. That is a monster one, huh? Look at that.
That is what we're here for.
If this garden was in the backyard, I would not have had all of these interactions all summer long, and that's been really special.